Alright. I don't know about you, but I'm very curious to see what's inside this one. Yeah, it's got some remnants of fossils or something on one side. It's got some striations on the other side. I'm curious to see if it's got major imperfections or not. So, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to look into it, break it down, maybe get a biface little by little. We're going to figure it out. Yeah, I'm going to nap this on the floor. And I might nap some of it on my leg, but for now we're going to start on the floor. Let's see what we have. Got 2 heavy duty gloves on. 9-ounce, 9.6 ounce bopper. It's got banding in it. It looks dark. It did not break in half. It's a good sign. Yes, it is. Very good. It looks like it has rainbow. So, how do I do this? If I want to capture some of that, just go with the grain. Where is the grain? I don't see it anywhere, the rainbow. Just right there. That's the only place I see it. Okay, let's just. I think the grain runs, that way. We'll see. I don't see any special colors. Well, let's experiment a little bit. So that one came off. Thin piece right there with the grain. Those are my shop lights right there. Or yeah. Let me turn the other one on. I don't see any coloration with the grain. I see some high grade material. It's got clear spots. And did not break in half. Very good sign. Like I said. So, let's try to get big spalls. Well, the only way to get big spalls is to go this way. I gotta skin off all that mess. Examine the flakes. Yeah, I don't see any rainbow. Shall I continue? Yeah. I do see rainbow again here, but nothing on the flakes. Let's see if I can figure out the angle I can start spalling at that angle. I see it there. Just trying to knock that piece out of there so I can see it. I don't see anything when it's like this. Maybe when it's like a bent flake, like there's some stress on it, it does that. Because once it's out of there, it doesn't look like it has rainbow coloration at all. But maybe when it's under stress. It's the only thing I can think of. You know what I mean? If it's really, really thin and it's bending a little bit, it might refract the light a little bit differently when it's being bent. Because that's all I can think of. Yeah, it's very crackly. Yeah, it feels like high grade stuff for sure. Yep. I can hit on the delicate edges and it feels solid. Yeah. It's not like the mahogany where it takes big bites out of it. This feels very solid. Very resistant to the bopper. Yeah. Yeah, I don't see any rainbow in it when it's just like this. It probably needs to be a really thin sliver and then bent under stress to show that weird refraction of light. Refraction or diffraction? I don't know. What's the length? 9 inches? No, it's 8 at the most. Probably only going to be able to get a 7-inch biface at the most. But should I try for the biface and get a bunch of crud flakes? Or should I spall it out so that I have a bunch of arrowhead flakes? I don't know. That one scooped it. Okay. Oh, there's another. There's an undetached portion. There it is. That was weird. Okay. It's high-grade stuff. Yes, yes. Alright, I just need to figure out the best place to start. Bringing the edges together so I can biface it. Let's see. You'll see what I mean. Right now it's all square edges all the way around. I need to bring these two edges together somewhere and then start zigzagging it. If I want a large biface. I also want to capture some of that banding. Yeah, the banding isn't very clear when you go right across it. When you go this way, it's more dramatic when it's going with the grain. So I hit right there and it kind of curved upward, took off a little bit too much. But now the edges are joined together, or the faces I should say. The faces are joined together now, so I can start zigzagging from there. You know, just hit this way and that way. That's what I mean by zigzagging. Or I can continue to get bigger, just big pieces off of it. That took off way too much. See, that was only supposed to go this way and leave a bunch of edge on it still. I just wanted to see what it looked like cutting across the grain instead of going with it. Very shiny. Yeah, but so far just a bunch of crud flakes. Of course, most of these flakes are cortical flakes, which means they have cortex, which means they're probably defective anyway. The crud flakes probably have defects anyway. Okay. This is an important flake. Well, it's skinned off a little bit. These are Arrowhead flakes. I wanted to get a bigger one. This one, that one broke all up. Let's try again. No, not like that. There's a good one. This is kind of good. It tends to scoop it, doesn't it? Yep, it tends to scoop it out quite a bit. Okay, alright. It doesn't like the thin flakes. No. There. Yeah, it feels like very high grade stuff. Yeah. See, that kind of banding when it's not completely with the grain or completely across it, you can see it better. Yeah, nice. One good spall, that's it. No, I got two good ones in here. I got two good ones so far, maybe three. This one has got some cortex on it though. So I got three. What are the dimensions? So far, so good. As long as it doesn't have any internal cracks, that's like 5 inches. 5, yeah, these are 5-inch spalls, yep. Let's see what else. I don't know. Doesn't like the thin flakes, so I got to strike off a big thick one somewheres. There's not much left. Yeah, that kind of did it, but it took a little bit too much. It wants to curl upward. See that? It did that again. The thing it did on the other side. I can use them, yeah. It's supposed to not go like that. It's supposed to go, flatter. And there's a defect right there. deep inside. Now, is it a stress fracture? I don't know. What is it? It's a defect. That's all I know. That felt all right. Yeah. It's curved, but oh well. Might be able to get a good one. Not like that. Dang it. I'm either too high or too low. Oh, I can smell sparks. It's sparking. Sparkly. If I hit it there, it might go all the way across. Which won't be bad because it won't take off any of the edge. It'll just take off. If I overshoot it, it might be a good thing. Yeah. It did overshoot, but it snapped in half. See what I mean by it? It didn't take off the edge. It just took off some of the vertical. Didn't take off any of the horizontal, but it took off some of the vertical right there. But it broke. It's supposed to be intact. It's not supposed to break. Wait, what do I see in there? I see something. Dang it. I need to get something to slab this stuff because it has a gold sheen in it. Yeah. Or maybe they'll come out in the biface. That definitely has some gold sheen or whatever they call it. See that? There. Right along here. Yeah. So how do I capture that? Just keep going like I'm going? It's 8 inches. I could probably still get a 7-inch biface out of it. Well, if I lose it, at least there was some in there. It looks like I had to be at that certain angle. But if it's, going to be convex, I might be able to capture. It might exist within the biface once I get it finished. It's a smoky color. But you can see it in there. Maybe as I approach the other side, it's got that. Okay, we're gonna start peeling off the other side now. Yes, we are. I don't care what you say. Right? Right. Good. Good. We can do it. We can do it. Can I hold it? I can now hold it in my hand. Yeah. Don't need the towel anymore. See, now I can start zigzagging because the faces have met already. Here, the faces are meeting there. There's still a square edge here. Still a little square edge there. But I can start zigzagging. Ooh, look at that. That is a sheen right underneath this cortex. That's where it is. It's underneath that side. So as long as I stay parallel to that side, I should be able to capture it, or should remain in there without having to work too hard. That one broke. There was already a crack in it. Don't worry. It's breaking. It's scooping really easy. Not a good sign. At first, I thought the flakes were going to stay together. For the most part, they do. But it's starting to scoop. Or it's already been scooping. Which is not that great. Is there any gold sheen? Ooh, there's a lot of it in there. It's in here too. Where is it? It should be in here. Oh, there it is. Yes. Alright, that goes over this side. Yep. Look at that. Okay. I'm excited. For once. Yeah. Feels like play, not work. Tell me where you go. Where are you, you gold sheen, wherever you are? I don't know where you go. Where you are. Maybe it's not a sheen. Maybe it's a... Maybe I don't know the terminology where it's an interior... It's an interior effect. I'm going to have fun napping those flakes. Because it's high grade stuff. Alright, let's finish zigzagging this. No. Yes. I like that. It's got that sheen going around this way. I almost hate to nap it. Because I know it's going to go away. I just know it. There's only one layer of it. Yeah, I can see that one layer of it right there. That's it. And it's in there too. some of it right there too, but I can't get to it because it's just right under the cortex. And the cortex doesn't seem to be that great. So there's 2 layers of it. One there, and one there. Yeah. Let's see. Oops. Come on. Yeah, I don't want to hit it. Yeah, that's got some sheen in it, but it's so close to the cortex. I'm still going to save those. There's only 1 layer of it in there on that side. And that one's all is going to be gone soon. There's an incipient there, or an inclusion. It's an inclusion. Yeah, I don't know how to preserve that. Except just to take down this side. Let me just skim out the lump in here from some direction without removing too much of it. I don't know. Yeah, I'm trying to capture it makes it twice as hard. Yeah. Yeah. All right, I gotta I think I should just put this aside and stare at it for 10 hours to figure out the best plan of attack to capture the sheen if I want that. If I want that effect. The more I intrude on it, the smaller it gets, but I'm going to have to intrude on it no matter what to get it thin. It's a very thin layer. Yeah. It's just one of those layers. It's thin. Yeah, I said that already. And that's the layer I got to skin off. See, because yeah, it's not flat enough. It's almost flat enough to work only the other side. Yeah, that didn't travel enough. Yeah, I can't be delicate with it. Yeah, so I might not be able to capture it unless I leave it this thick. Because it's in there already. All I can do now is just trim around the edges. Yeah, it's a very thin layer. Okay. Nope, it's not gonna do it. Okay, alright. I'll stop messing with it. I haven't even checked the time yet. Well, I just did, but I haven't checked it up to that point a second ago. Hour and 3 minutes. Alright, so the area is smaller, but by taking more off of the top, I can see more of the sheen. So instead of it being just around the edges, there's more in the middle now. And that's as far as I want to take it. As far as this side, yeah, I don't want to get it any thinner on this side, so the only thing left to do is thin the other side, and I see another layer in there, but I'll probably lose that layer. I'm thinking of just leaving it like this and just fixing it up around the edges. That's it. Yeah, and just leave it as a blade. Just like that. The edges are straight enough that all I have to do is just touch it up, right? Or just take little flakes. I got to take some more bold flakes off the center of this side, but all the bold flakes are already done on this side, in the center. Yeah. It did get a little crunchy right there, unfortunately. I took a big flake here, but it didn't want to go past halfway. As usual, it doesn't want to. I put the flake back on there and hit it again, and I got a little scoop out. But it's better than nothing. I think they used to do that back in the day too, because I see scoop outs in the middle of blades sometimes, and that happens when you put the flake back and hit it again. Now the flake had broken in the middle, but so I hit the flake on the step where it broke. That's not a perfect hit. It's best to hit it on the platform, but at least it did take out that little bit in the middle between the two that was like a bridge in between the two. I hate when I get those. I'd rather plow through, and even if I get a scoop out, it's better than having that bridge between the two flakes. So yeah, I wouldn't want to do anything more to this side. It's flat enough. And just thin it from the other side. And then touch up the edges. Yeah. Now I can make something out of it. Like, well, I had to get it more narrow. It is going to get more narrow with the touch-up, but no. Unfortunately, there's a step fracture there, but I can lose some of that. But there's no good angle of attack here in this area to thin that down. I used up my opportunity there somehow. It is high-grade material, so I was able to damage control it pretty well. But it's just scooped right there. Yeah, it's scooped right there. I don't know what happened there. But I can thin this side down quite a bit still. I don't know if I want to and risk snapping the whole thing in half. I do want to run a couple bold flakes in there because it's too flakery. It's too chaotic. I want to run some bold ones like this side. Yeah, I should be able to do it. Not on this video. On the next segment. Maybe tomorrow. Yeah, this side really got crunched. Yeah. Right where it scooped. Dang. Yeah, so from this side where it's bulging out a little bit, I can take some flakes off. Yep. Tap it with a little bitty bopper, 1.7 ounce. And I don't know if I like that. It might not be too bad. Yeah, it's too gentle. It didn't ride up over the top of that. That's the big. That's a bummer. Get one more chance. Dang it. Come on. Okay. That was the last of it. Yeah. Everything else I can live with. I just couldn't live with that one right there. Okay. Yeah, I'll figure the rest of it out. Yeah, I can probably finish it out with percussion and not use any pressure flaking on it. That's probably what I'll do, but I'll wait till tomorrow. Yeah. All right. So let's see. Cleanup time. Even though I got a lot more to do. Well, I'll go inside for a little while, then I'll come back out. But I'm not going to do it on... I'm not going to shoot any more video tonight, but I got a bunch of stuff to do. This stuff is super sharp. Super duper. And some of those shards are transparent. So much dust. This is the dustiest obsidian ever. Yeah, I'm going to need to take more off of the sides to sharpen it, or just to get it nice and even. It's going to take about 1/8 of an inch off of the sides, so, and probably more right here. That layer is so thin, I can't take any more off the top, except in some areas. Not that one, but this area I might be able to take some here, just to even it up, and make it thinner. Get rid of that step fracture. If I run a little flake up into here, it could take out some of this. Some of these crunchies in there. Yes. No. Don't worry about it. I probably shouldn't worry about it. Yeah. I can definitely take some off of this side because it's not here, and then clip some of that off. Maybe I can run it. Once I clip some of that off for the symmetry, I can run a flake into there and get rid of those. Yeah. There is a layer underneath it. See that? There's a layer there, a layer underneath. You can kind of see some aurora here. I guess that's what they call it. Some kind of aurora sheen right there. If I thin down this more, might be able to see more of that. Especially right there. I'm going to thin down this base right here. Should be able to see more of that. Then I'll just leave it as a blade. Now, what's the dimension? So I always forget to measure. 6 7/8. It was like 8 inches, right? So I lost an inch. A little over an inch I lost. Yeah. Oh, goodness. Oh. Yeah, that's a little buggery spot right there. It's okay. I'm going to have to take some of that off anyway. For the symmetry. So I can get that. Yeah. And once I get that, I can run flakes, some bold flakes to flatten that one out. To flatten this side. Yep. Or maybe I'll, no, I scooped it here. Hopefully I won't scoop the rest of it. Anyway, I don't want to look at it anymore. There you go. I don't know how to capture that on video. Or a photo. Like that? Yeah, probably like that. Okay. That was interesting. Very interesting. There you go. That's it.